We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. And tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Washington Commanders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. You talk about this Washington defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Dancing to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The last run went so well for them, maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Escaping the pressure right.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Herbert powering up the middle.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
Here's 2nd and 3. Now Fields going to move him around.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here.
They'll go again with Herbert. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down.
And some room to it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago.
Khalil Herbert, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders.
At their own 23.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. You look at this Bears defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5. Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Howell throwing on third down here.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
They'll go play action. Howell
Sliding out of the pocket. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook.
That's caught inside the 20.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, his third touchdown now on the year.
And the Commanders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So potentially a good chance now to answer back from the touchdown a minute ago as they get 15 yards tacked on.
It's going to give them much better starting field position, and they didn't even have to make an extra play to get it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Here's a give to Herbert.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Play action. It's Fields.
And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure there already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How do you get in there and knock another one away? I think maybe that tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Fields changing the play.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A handoff for Herbert.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. And now an audible here into something else. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Pick it up.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Herbert once more. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. These two teams all tied after one. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. This is Herbert. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Pass complete to Moore. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
They'll run here with Herbert. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields rolling to his right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. In motion, the tight end. Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And that will be 4th and goal. They're going for it. Here's Herbert. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Powell out of his own end zone. He's got a man, complete. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, 98 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there, you don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Back to the air, Fields on second down. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield, even if you don't get the catch. Maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Washington on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to try and go deep again. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Chicago brings out Trenton Gill. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. Called out a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows your defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. 2nd down and 8. Throwing here, Howell. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Howell. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 24 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now they're going to motion Dotson to the left. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. T.J. Edwards in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Back to throw. Howell. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Back to throw, Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll run with Herbert. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. That is caught by Herbert. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And Howe will throw it. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Powell out of the shotgun.
And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they're fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground.
Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. Phillips now from the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Now Howell. Oh, first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker.
And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
First down 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A give left side here for Herbert.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
115 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Second down, they go back to Herbert.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Herbert is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Herbert.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Khalil Herbert
with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Bears take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the...
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. Running here with Herbert.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Khalil Herbert.
His second touchdown of the night.
And the Bears use the short field to get in for 6. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Here's Howell. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Yeah, he'll be stopped right there at the 31.
A good pickup there, a 22.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
No sweat from Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop look easy.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
Justin Jones bringing the lumber that time.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Oh, my God.
Touchdown. Washington. Terry McLaurin, his third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year.
And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Fields going to change things up here.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brings up second and 2.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Again, it's Homer. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Jamin Davis on the tackle. A gain of 3 on the play.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter.
Here we go.
Going on the ground with Homer. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
This is not the end.
Over to the offense, boys. Let's stop him here. Catch the ball, defense.
Don't jump. Ready?
Now a 2nd and 6. Now it's Fields.
That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here we go.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
They snap it to Fields. And he is going to have the Bears first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long.
First down, Bears.
Fields now to throw.
Looking deep downfield. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Deontay Foreman,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
The Bears offense staying put, and Justin Fields always a threat to run. They'll go for 2 here.
In motion left, the tight end. And he'll get in for the 2 points, as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Kyler Gordon picks it off.
They find some open field here.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
On first down, Fields.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
Now Fields going to move him around.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Fields. He's got the connection to Moore.
That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start.
Again, Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Second down, goal to go. Here's Fields.
And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up there?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
Santos' kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Hello. Hey, babe.
I can't do this no more.
Okay.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
Timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Ain't even lunchtime yet.
Howell throwing on third down here.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are right back in this football game. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Cassidy, remember, he threw 2 in the last one. 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something you have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Well, I couldn't because I'm like, what lamps did you draw? Like, y'all drawing lamps.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Herbert.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Fields.
And he's got his man on the arm.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Back Fields. Able to find the open man. It's complete.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw, Fields. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Phillips now from the end zone.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Howell.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
And this is one of those gotta-have-it drives. You can't start much better than that. Big yardage there. And just as important, he's able to get out of bounds. And now, that changes everything.
Robinson up the middle.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow, wow.
Now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Howell throwing for it.
Flushed out right. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. All eyes on Fields. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, my God.
That's going to sabotage their comeback plans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. But taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth-quarter comeback, able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Commanders,
it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
got on the freaking thing.